maybe you're in a place where you're like, I just started off and I'm frustrated. I'm scared. I've got this anxiety and panic in my chest. I feel very self conscious. This is not fun. Well, I'm going to give you some tools that are going to help you fix some of that so that you can find overwhelming skill set in belief in what you're doing. And hopefully, this is going to actualize in powerful ways for you because being new is not abnormal and it's not fun to be the new guy. And when you're using a script, sometimes it can be scary, but when you get these tools in your hands that I'm going to share with you, it's going to help solve some of that X for you. So this is going to be a fun video. I hope you got your pen and paper ready because this is going to be like a drive-by, but in a good way. Nobody gets hurt. We're going to get right after it. Are you ready with your script? All right, first off, number one, we've got to uncover why panic is existing. So panic can exist. We want to remove this from the equation if this is what you're going through. And this is not abnormal. Sometimes panic happens because maybe you didn't put in the practice. We've got to own this. If you can't own this, if this is your problem, you're never going to overcome the next things that I'm going to share with you with the tools. Because if you didn't put in the effort, you're not going to engage with consumers in the same way that maybe you could have and capitalize. So just understand that if you didn't put in practice, of course you're going to panic a little bit. This is like being in high school and you didn't actually study and you wonder why you stunk on the test. Come on. All right. So if the panic problem is still there and you did put in the practice, these tools are going to help you. Grab a mirror. All right. Men, grab one from your wives, your girlfriends, your fiancés. And if you can't get one from them because they'll hit you with the mirror, go to a dollar store. It's a dollar item. Get a mirror. Go to Goodwill. Don't care. Grab a mirror. Sometimes with your final expense script, you can't see what's actually happening. So I want you to have a mirror in front of you. A mirror in final expense telesales is more magical than you may know. And I've been in this industry over 20 plus years, 2+ decades. I've been doing telesales before telesales was a thing. All right. So grab a mirror, look in your face as you're scripting. This is a very simple, very cheap fix, and it's going to make you sound different because you're going to see what's happening here, and your clients can only hear you, but they're going to feel you in better ways. And you're going to feel better about the script because you can see how you're actually communicating. So a mirror, very important. Never script without a mirror in front of you in telesales. This is a tremendous tool that's underutilized by most agents, brand new and veteran agents alike. If you want to take your final expense telesales script to the next level, go get yourself a mirror. So look at yourself as you're scripting. Very powerful. Use that tool because your countenance is so important to how you sound on sales calls. So now that you've got your script, you've owned the fact that you need to practice a little bit if you haven't. And now you're in a position where you're going to actually practice that script with a mirror. And the next tool that I want you to use is I want you to record yourself. And no, you don't have to buy a recorder like you're back in 1990s. All right. Use your dang cell phone, friends. Use your cell phone. You don't have to look at your face, but put your cell phone down and hit the record button and script like it's a real sales call. Get yourself in the game like this is real. All right. Go ahead and record yourself and then play back that tape to yourself. That's why I say roll tape. Listen to yourself. What does that actual reality sound like? And give yourself a little grace. You're not going to always like the sound of your own voice. I feel that way too. When I replay my own voice, I'm like, don't like that so much. Remove that from the equation if that's you. And listen to how you sound. Do I sound genuine? Do I sound connective? Do I sound passionate? Because you got to be passionate. If you sound like Eeyore, or if you sound like you're just reading the words with no heart, that's what your consumers are hearing, and you're never going to capitalize that way. That's why I say you got to roll tape, listen to that reality, and then I want you to go back and script again. Use that mirror, friends, and then listen to it again. Are we getting a little better? I bet you are. And then do it again and again and again. The PDR is practice, drill, and rehearse. PDR yourself, practice, drill, rehearse. Get yourself into a place too that you communicate next tip that I want to share with you cost you no dollars as long as you still got two hands on your body. All right. I want you to communicate like maybe you're a little bit of an Italian because your consumer can hear you even though they can't see you. They can hear you, but I want them to not just hear you, I want them to feel you over that phone. So use your hands as you communicate on those sales calls when you're working your final expense telesales leads. It's a tremendous difference if you communicate with your hands versus having your hands to your side and you're scripting. You will not sound the same. So be expressive as you engage. So you've got your mirror, you've already rolled tape, you've practiced, you've drilled, you've rehearsed, you're using your hands more. Now I want you to go listen to how you sound on the script again. These simple things can remove some of the scariness of the business because we've put time into the business. You're going to perform the way you practice. And we have trained an insane amount of agents nationally, and we do recruit agents to sell life insurance, Medicare insurance, final expense insurance, and annuities face to face, as well as in the telespace, including very successful agencies that align here at jasonfinalexpense.com. And we'll always give you free resources no matter what work family that you're with currently. But this is so important to repeat, not the mistakes, but to repeat things that are simple that can help you find more success. Mirror, roll tape. Use your hands like maybe you're a little bit of an Italian, all right? And then get yourself into a place where you've put in the practice so that you can perform. The best sports success stories show up to practice and sweat and get dirty and stink. I don't care who they are. Everybody's got a little stink and probably has to use a little pit stick. All right. You want to get what they've got? Then get dirty like what they've done to find success. Early in my career, I had to practice and drill and rehearse. If we can sit on YouTube for hours, if you can go watch a 90-minute movie or longer with some of these movies, and you say you really want to make it in life insurance sales, friends, give your business the same attention that you can give a 90-minute movie. Go practice for 90 minutes. You got the time. You just didn't make the time. That's why I say you really got to be just raw with yourself. Am I diving into this business and treating it like one? Or am I saying I want to be the best in the business, but I didn't really put my best into practice? Get yourself into a place where you train with rock stars. You train with people that have made it to $1 Million Roundtable, that have made it top of the table, like what I have, and other agents that have made $1 Million Roundtable. By the way, that's the minority, not the majority in this space. Not everybody's success stories in this environment. 90% of agents force doesn't make it in the industry. So absorb that and know that I'm going to work harder than what they did because most agents are maybe a little lazy. Most agents didn't put in the practice. You can't just party all night in high school, not look at the textbook, not do the homework and expect to somehow get straight A's and a 4.0. That's a very rare breed. And there are some folks that maybe can do it, but that's the minority. All right. So if you want to maximize your skill set, show up. You want to maximize your skill set, use a mirror. You want to maximize your skill set and remove some of that self-consciousness. It's just repetition and get into a place where you're not perfect. I stumble over my own tongue at times, but you've got to get into an environment that you're uncomfortable with nothing. You're not uncomfortable anymore because you've put in the reps. You're like, I'm very comfortable because I've put in the time at practice. I'm ready. Give me the test, right? No different than a sports player says, I've practiced, put me in, coach. I'm not uncomfortable. Give me the ball. Give me the ball, right? You got to believe you've got this. Belief is the backbone of a simple business, but it's not easy, especially when you didn't put the best of yourself into practice. You look at certain sports players like Tiger Woods back in his prime, not where he's at now. All right. But he would hit that ball over and over and over again. And you look at his club and you're like, hot dang, man, everything's in the center. Are you kidding me? Like, I stink at golf, but he's really good. I want to be really good. You know how many balls that man hit? You're not willing probably to go to practice and do that. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, look at how many times they had to practice and do dumb drills. And you're like, I don't want drills. I want the dollars. Well, friends, you got to just focus. It's not hocus pocus. Focus on training. Focus on aligning with a work family that actually will value you and mentor you. Our telemastery program is a 5-day course. It's not easy. Look at our agent interviews and testimonials. I'll put some free tips up here for you as well that'll help you keep your business on the books in a better way. It's called persistency. This simple tool that's free to you will be available at the end of this video up top. Go ahead and click on it. But anxiety sometimes comes because we actually didn't put in the work. Use your mirror, use your hands, listen to how you sound. Have a great colleague that's in a place of success. Actually listen to your call and then help you. This is what we do. Practice, drill, rehearse, get into a place that you're better than your first. And you need to be in a state of learning. When we have low training and low trust, you're always going to have high anxiety. And if you've got really high training and high trust in what you've done, you're going to have low anxiety. And then just actually go get on the phone. You got this. Get extremely proficient. You're never going to be perfect, but pretend this is going to be the greatest day ever. You're Romeo and Juliet. Treat it like a play, and you may have more fun over this phone than you thought was possible. But most agents, when they are scared, it's because they just simply didn't put in the practice or maybe grab a mirror or even record yourselves. I would feel that way too if I didn't have anyone that mentored me. It would be scary. So you've got this, friends. You're not going to be self conscious. You're going to look and go, I got the hustle muscle. I've put in the practice. Bring on the test because I'm taking this to the next level. Take that leap of faith, and I hope your future in this industry looks bright. I believe in you, friends, and if we can do anything to serve you, jasonfinalexpense.com. Have a great day today. Have an even better day tomorrow, and we'll see you soon.